anything can happen in the bush. Sometimes hunters can become the hunted. Have you ever seen wild dogs attacked by lions? Do you think a mongoose has what it takes to fend off a marabou stork? If you want to know, keep watching. As we look at the top moments when carnivores are hunted savagely and brutally. Number 15. Snake eating monitor lizard. They are known as flying snakes because they can jump and glide from tree to tree. They love to crawl up palm trees, and people saw several mating at the top of a palm tree. They are gorgeous, pretty much harmless to humans, but it seems like they enjoy attacking and eating lizards. The king cobra's scientific name is Ophiophagus hanna. Ophiophagus means snake eater in Greek. Though king cobras eat snakes predominantly, they occasionally hunt down other animals such as monitor lizards. After the cobra injects his venom and immobilizes the lizard, he begins to swallow it head first. This snake hunted a lizard and was quite successful, so much so that half the lizard is already inside the snake's body. We can see the snake swallowing his meal. Number 14. Lion kills wild dog. Everyone is taken aback when this lion grabs a young pup, and understandably so. Why didn't the lion simply pursue one of the adults? It's a harsh world, but that's the way it is. These two male lions are tearing apart a wild dog pup. I'm guessing there wasn't much else to kill at the time, because this pup will not satisfy their appetites. Wild dogs are the most successful hunters in the African bush, but they are no match against a pride of lions. When these lions charged some wild dogs, a few perished in the process. Lions and African wild dogs are at the top of the food chain. There are approximately 200 wild dogs left in Kruger National Park and the surrounding area. It is critical to safeguard them and raise awareness of their presence. Although, as nature progresses, situations like this are unavoidable. People cannot intervene unless the animal is being harmed by humans, according to the park's rigorous rules. Onlookers spotted a group of African wild dogs on their morning hunts, trailed by 18 pups. This magnificent sight was terribly distressing to behold. Everyone was speechless as the events unfolded. Number 13. Jaguar eating croc/caiman. On safari, a good sighting usually lasts only a few seconds, but every once in a while, a good sighting lasts many minutes. The female jaguar caught and killed a massive caiman, which is impressive in and of itself. But then she attempted to drag it up the bank and hide it in the shrubs. The caiman's size was a little too much for her to handle, so she swam back across the river with it. She dragged it down to the shore before abandoning it and returning to her cubs. She took the first one, then the second, before swimming back with both pups to dine on the poor caiman. What an amazing sight! This jaguar is swimming in dangerous waters, but he's looking for something specific, and this is the best place to find it. He finds what he's looking for, but it's one of the biggest caimans I have seen, and I have seen many. This confirms the immense strength of the jaguar as he takes control of the situation and kills the caiman. Jaguars can hold onto larger, more powerful prey like caiman because of the way they hunt. Other huge cats suffocate their victims by encircling their necks with their mouths. Jaguars, on the other hand, kill by piercing their victim with powerful bites. You can see the numerous bite marks on this dead caiman right before the jaguar drags the reptile to a better hiding place. McJaguar, one of the most famous jaguars, was on the lookout for a caiman. He tracked down a large caiman and made his move. As he relaxed his grasp, what appeared to be an easy catch almost slipped away from him. The caiman made one more dash for freedom, but the enormous male jaguar was up to the task and captured him before he could return to the water. Number 12. Dog kills raccoon. This hunting dog barks at this raccoon at first, but the raccoon stands his ground, which may be a mistake, because at the end of the video, the raccoon pays with his life. Raccoons are pests, and they will enter any backyard for food, but it's always a risk for the raccoon. And in this video, these two dogs attack the raccoon and mangle it badly. I just can't get over the owners of these dogs filming as if it's entertainment, instead of telling the raccoon to scram and holding their dogs back. This dog attacks a raccoon, and the raccoon is much smaller, but man does it put up a fight. I don't understand why this imbecile brings his dog out to kill a raccoon. The raccoon is outmatched, but I was cheering for it the entire time. The dog finally kills the raccoon. These three dogs attack a raccoon in an alley, and the attack is so violent that the raccoon doesn't even have time to blink before he's almost dead. Number 11. Jackal eating stork. I often think of jackals as crafty little scavengers hanging around the bigger predators hoping to pick up scraps, which they frequently do, but they're also very capable hunters. The Ngorongoro crater is known for producing amazing interactions between the animals that live there. The battle in this video was between a golden jackal and an Abdom stork. Though, to be fair, the battle was pretty much over once the jackal caught the stork. I thought storks had more oomph in them, but I guess I was wrong, or maybe I underestimated the jackal. This golden jackal attacks a stork by pulling on the bird's wings. It then bites and pulls on the stork from behind, which is the classic jackal strategy. I don't think this bird is taking off anytime soon. Number 10. Lion kills hyena. Lions and hyenas are mortal enemies, and you can see what I mean in our thumbnail, where a lion has killed and holds a dead hyena by the throat. A lone hyena is no match for a male lion. This hyena is easily hunted and killed by these lion brothers. Lone hyenas have a slim chance of surviving in the face of one or more lions, but a small lion pride can be given a run for its money by a clan of hyenas. A male lion has killed a young hyena and is holding the dead animal in his mouth. He's not sure where to settle down to eat his kill, or perhaps he's even contemplating abandoning the dead hyena. I have seen male lions kill hyenas and leave them there without eating them. It must be terrifying for this hyena to see this large male lion come running towards it to kill it. The hyena froze and just absorbed the shock. There are other hyenas in the vicinity, but they don't bother helping their friend for fear of reprisals from the lion. During a night hunt, a male lion chases a few hyenas and ends up snatching a young hyena cub and killing it. After holding the cub in his mouth for a few seconds, the lion walks away with the dead hyena. Lions and hyenas are often described as eternal enemies, and this lion versus hyena video demonstrates their level of animosity. The Majingalane male lions were lounging in the bush near the hyena den when a couple of hyenas came past them carrying some meat. Onlookers left the lions and went to the hyena burrow, but there were no adults there, only one of the younger hyenas wandering around. Suddenly, one of the lions appeared from the surrounding bush and stared intently at the den. The young hyena scurried away into the bush, where another of the big lions was waiting. They heard a scream from behind the bushes, and the second lion ran over to his brother, and they began to eat the little hyena. It's unusual to see lions eat hyenas, and the scene was so unpleasant, so everyone left as soon as the lions began to feed. Number 9. Monitor lizard eating python. It's rare to see two reptiles fighting. An African rock python got the better of an African monitor lizard in Namibia near the Kunene River. At Ulu Pandan, a gigantic monitor lizard was choking on a python. According to the source, the monitor lizard wasn't able to swallow the python because he started choking on it. The incident drew a large audience to the canal. This monitor lizard is eating whatever is left of this python carcass. Whether the lizard made the kill or not, he and his friends are still enjoying their lunch. Number 8. Weasel get hunted. When I watch weasels in action, they're usually the aggressors. But in this video, this weasel is stuck in a bad place when a snake is coiled around its body and slowly suffocating it. The weasel tries everything in his power to escape, but he's unable to, and he gets swallowed whole by the snake. A heron mangles a small weasel in the open field. Herons are impressive predators, and so are weasels. But in this case, it looks like the bird may have the upper hand. Number 7. Leopard kill honey badger. In his search for a honey badger, this leopard made tremendous progress. It almost finished it off and carried it up a tree, but look at how tough the badger is. The badger won't stop fighting, and it's still moving and battling for its life. Leopards don't usually chase and kill honey badgers because they're too dangerous. This leopard must have had a compelling incentive to do so, which was most likely hunger. It took this healthy leopard 1 hour to kill an old, feeble honey badger. Considering the outburst the badger was capable of, it is fair to say that a healthy honey badger would give a leopard a few scars in a fight. But the honey badger is not indestructible, and even though it's tough and aggressive, it needs to watch itself from big cat attacks like this one. Number 6. Bear kills wolf. Even if the other wolves try to stop it, these bears rip apart a wolf. The wolves can't do anything against these bears since they're too big and powerful. They stand powerless and helpless as their companion is attacked and torn to pieces by the bears. In the wild, the two species evolve together and do not fight for the same foods or harass each other. Wolves are quicker and more agile than bears. Bears are bigger and heavier. The bears ignore the wolves, who though curious, recognize the bear as too formidable an adversary to take on. However, they can clash when there is no other choice. Wolves are usually in packs of 10 or 15, so when they meet a bear, they usually gang up on it. but the bear is a powerful opponent, and even many wolves may not frighten it. This bear wants this kill, but the wolves aren't going to give it up easily. The bear won't hesitate to unleash his full fury if they don't let go. The wolves give up their kill and escape unharmed. We can see these apex predators compete again after 25 years since they were reintroduced to Yellowstone National Park. But more importantly, we have the opportunity to learn about the natural world and how charismatic animals like bears and wolves affect their environment. It looks like this bear is annoyed by this wolf, and he charges him, even though the attack isn't very aggressive. It's more like a bump than an attack. Number 5. Skunks hunted. A fisher attacks a skunk in a backyard. The two animals engage and wrestle, and even though it looks like the fisher has the upper hand, nothing seems won by either of the two animals. It does make a difference whether this skunk could have sprayed these dogs or not, because they came running so fast, the skunk was already in pieces before I could blink watching this. They literally tore the skunk apart in the ways of the wild dog and the hyena. This German Shepherd finds a skunk in the garage and mangles it badly. The skunk is defenseless, and I'm not sure if he survives this beating. Number 4. Leopard killed jackal pup. On an early game drive, wildlife enthusiasts noticed this female leopard wandering through the bushes. They watched and followed her for about an hour as she stopped and looked for prey. She quickly positioned herself in stalking mode and sat down right next to her vehicle as she walked past it at one point. They realized she'd seen a jackal pup behind the truck at this point. This pup was one of a litter of 3 that they discovered the night before in a nearby den. Their mother was nowhere to be found. This one pup seems to have gotten lost outside the den that morning and was noticed by this leopard on the lookout for prey. Early in the morning, wildlife enthusiasts heard 2 black-backed jackals barking and howling loudly. They were just waking up and getting ready for the day, so when they left the camp at 6 a.m., they drove straight to the source of the noises, where they found the jackals still barking. Soon after, a leopard appeared, climbing the tree straight up and coming down with a jackal kill, which they were certain was the young cub of the 2 jackals barking. The kill was taken a considerable distance by the leopard, most likely to her cubs somewhere. 2 jackals were trying to signal the leopard for being too close to their den. This only angered the leopard, and the jackals ended up being hunted by the leopard, and one of the jackals paid with his life. Number 3. Lizard versus centipede. Centipedes are no pushovers, so when this small lizard goes for the kill, it's not as easy as it looks. The centipede wiggles around, and the lizard can't find it anymore. Hikers came across this centipede scurrying across a rock while trekking on the trail at Natural Bridges National Park. And then out of the shadows emerged this lizard, and it was game on. After all was said and done, the lizard had dinner. The centipede is hanging from a rock, but it's being held by a lizard hiding in the cracks. I think this centipede's destiny has been decided. Number 2. Mongoose attacked. While these mongooses are busy with termites, the marabou storks have their sights set on the mongoose babies. The pack stands fast, trying to fight off the storks. The mongooses are no pushovers. They are well known for fighting and killing snakes, including cobras, so it's not surprising they are up for the challenge. Even though the storks are 5 feet tall and have a wingspan of almost 9 feet, the scrappy little mongooses have what it takes to fend them off. But for how long? The mother mongoose and her 7 pups have now taken refuge in this stack of fishing. A marabou stork goes looking for the mongoose pups, but we all know how resilient mongooses are. So if the stork thinks it's going to be easy, he has another thing coming. The mongooses work together and fend off the storks. It is not rare for leopards to begin hunting smaller prey such as rodents, mongoose, birds, and even deadly reptiles as they age and become slower, weaker, and unable to handle huge prey. However, the leopard in this video does not appear to be particularly old, so she could have simply been taking advantage of a convenient opportunity for a breakfast snack. At Lundalozi, a safari vehicle spotted an elderly female leopard hunting a pack of banded mongoose. She wasn't in the best of health and was in severe need of food as she neared the end of her life. Number 1. Lion kills leopard. When this leopard senses danger, he tries to climb a tree, but the lions are fast enough to grab him just before he gets away. This is not the leopard's lucky day, as the lion puts an end to his life. This lion pride has trapped the leopard, and they're letting him have it. They're mostly sub-adults, but it's still a handful for the poor leopard. We're talking about 12 lions pouncing on one smaller cat. It looks like the lions went too far and killed the leopard. A lioness chased the leopard under a large bush before enlisting the help of others to flush it out. Finally, the male lion arrived for the kill, causing a massive commotion beneath the bush that resulted in the lions chasing each other across the plains and the leopard fleeing. The lions cornered the leopard once more, and this clip begins here. A leopard's best defense is to lie on its back with its claws extended and teeth bared, which is exactly what is happening here. At the end of this video, the leopard is still alive, but he's pretending to be dead in the hopes that the lions lose interest, which they eventually do. It's kind of weird seeing animals that usually prey on other animals become prey. The skunk that was torn apart by those dogs is what sticks in my mind the most. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below. Well, that's our look at the top moments when carnivores are hunted savagely and brutally. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.